The national average survival rate for out-of-hospital cardiac arrest is approximately 7.1%, and it's been that way since sometime in the 1970s. Bruce, there's no pulse. Start CPR.
Lower the top.
All right, got good compressions going on, good rate and good depth. All right, we need to go ahead and get the auto pulse on now that we got the shirt off. I have the rear pad ready.
Okay, Bruce, when I lift up, can you grab that with your other hand? Manuel, can you grab that side and we'll slide it right under?
3, 2, 1.
All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Watch the head.
Back.
Pads on.
Up a little bit.
Start CPR. Follow the metronome. Slow down just a little bit,
3,
Cecil.
2, 1. Ventilate.
Move out of the way. All right, auto pulse is started. Manual, you got a BLS airway going. Go ahead and make sure the airway is fully open and give a breath every 6 seconds.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Down, towards this way a little.
Prepare for a rhythm check. You got a pulse, Bruce?
Yes, I do.
All right. I'm going to hit record on the EKG, and we're going to wait 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. You hit start. Excellent. Okay, our end tidal is 32, and we are still in V-fib, so we're going to go ahead and shock again. I'm going to go ahead and charge. So everyone's clear of the patient. Manuel, you clear? Clear, shocking. What you just saw was an example of the Potawatomi Tribal Fire Department's new advanced cardiac resuscitation program. And advanced cardiac resuscitation takes what we've always been doing and it takes it to an entirely new level. Here at the fire department, we have looked for years for ways to improve our out-of-hospital cardiac arrest survival rate. And we have done all the things that we could, all the traditional things that we could. We have always done things here such as advanced cardiac life support. We've done basic life support. We have had emergency medical dispatchers to tell you how to do CPR in the field. And we still had effectively what was a dismal outcome to out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. So we brought ACR to the department and implemented it here. And anecdotally, right now, our out-of-hospital cardiac arrest rate, we've had 4 cardiac arrests total that were ACR cardiac arrests. 3 of them were cardiac arrest field saves. 1 of them walked out of the hospital. So at this point in time, we've got a 75% save rate in the field, and then we have a 25% neurologically intact outcome rate. So your chances of being neurologically intact from a cardiac arrest across the country are pretty low. And so we're very excited to have this level of cardiac arrest care, this level of care that we can provide to people here in the community at the Potawatomi Tribal Fire Department. Our second cardiac arrest that we ran under our new advanced cardiac resuscitation protocol, it came out as just a respiratory distress call. They did not realize the patient was in cardiac arrest, and at that time the patient was not. Well, they were en route to the call. They took 3 of them there because they left 3 people here at the station to run the second ambulance. So they head down to the call, and when they get there, they find out that the patient is actually in cardiac arrest.
The gentleman basically died in front of, because they had called the casino paramedic over to him because the guy wasn't looking good, basically dropped dead right in front of him. So he got early defibrillation, oxygenation, great compressions by the tribal police officers. We got him on the auto pulse, and we had, from our staff, we had 3 paramedics, 1 advanced EMT, 1 of our just basic EMTs, and the paramedic from the casino. So he was getting a lot of experienced care. And you know, I remember at one point, it's like, this guy's been pulseless for a while, CPR, but his color, his skin tone, he was a Caucasian, was very pink. And I was like, this is the most well-circulated pink, skin condition I've ever seen on somebody that's in cardiac arrest. Even with, perfect compressions and being ventilated, they don't look that good. I mean, he looked like he was essentially asleep just because of his skin color. At one point on the casino floor while we were working him, we got pulses back. And then we lost him again, lost pulses. And so we restarted the auto pulse. We got him on the cot, got him loaded up, and then the paramedic John Gortney, who was the lead with him, as well as Anthony Bogwith, the advanced EMT, worked on. They were probably just down the 75 a little bit and came back on the radio and reported that they had ROSC, which is return of spontaneous circulations, or the guy we had him back, had his pulse, and I was like, this is good. This is really good. The guy ended up going up to ICU, and then next time back on duty, I called, and they were like, oh yeah, that guy's walking the halls and setting up, and I'm like, so he's neurologically intact and going to recover well? And they're like, oh yeah.
It is a premier level of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest resuscitation, and we have just been overwhelmed with the results that we've gotten. The crews all went through an initial training piece. Everybody came in. We had 2 separate training events. Crews came in both on duty and off duty to attend the training with Chief Joels from Lawrence Douglas County. And then from there, we did our own internal training. And they did a lot of training on their own. Not only did they have structured training events, but then they took it one step farther, and all of the crews did their own training. They did training on time when they didn't have to do the training. They were really excited to implement the program, and they were ready to go the very first time that we had a cardiac arrest, and we had this new equipment, these new tools, and these new procedures to utilize. In the past, the chance that a patient had, even with all of the things that we were able to bring to bear here, was not very high. We've added this new piece, this new advanced cardiac resuscitation protocol, the equipment that goes along with it, the training, the dedication of the crews, and we are seeing phenomenal results. Imagine if we have 1 patient a year on average, minimum, that walks out of the hospital neurologically intact, back to their family, back to their friends and neighbors, and back to the community. Over a 10-year period, what type of impact that is going to make in a community our size, with as much interconnectedness of the community, what it means to bring somebody back from what is the most severe crisis they can have outside of the hospital or anywhere, which is they are effectively dead. And I'm so overwhelmed with how the crews have taken to it. They have thrown themselves into it. They do training on their own. They study it on their own. They are excited. They have seen the results we get with the patients, and they are excited not to necessarily run the calls, but to be able to run the calls and give the patient a real fighting chance at survival, and neurologically intact survival, a life where they come out and they are effectively like they were before. The game changer has been that bundle of care that we were able to put together with continuous machine-provided CPR. It's perfect CPR, it never shuts off, and it maintains excellent pressures. We believe we can make a real difference with this, and Tribal Council administration was very supportive. Tribal Council was very supportive. They gave us the funds and the support we needed to basically buy the equipment, because it's not cheap, and be able to implement this program here. And without the support from everyone involved, from the crews to administration to Tribal Council and ultimately the community, we wouldn't be where we are now. We wouldn't be able to have this level of success.
We can make a difference. We make a difference with how we do things, because we train hard and keep advancing, keep progressing, and have the support of the community to provide that top level care.